Hello there, this is Tim. I'm back for another video. This time I'm going to be demonstrating how to create enhanced AACs from Compressor 4. It's available in the Mac App Store for $50 and is integrated very tightly with Final Cut Pro 10. So before you on the screen, I'm just demonstrating what enhanced AACs are. You see the chapter markers, you see images, all this in an audio file. It can even include URL links, which all of mine do, and I'll show that at the end of this podcast where that is. But you can just see the amazing interactivity you have with an enhanced AAC, and this is very easy to do in GarageBand. But I was wondering, how do I go from a movie, Final Cut Pro 10, and create that as an audio file with enhanced AAC? So right now on Final Cut Pro 10, I'm going to send this project I'm working on, my podcast here, my video podcast, to Compressor. Compressor is a tool that you can use to encode both audio and video, and here we are. It's in Compressor. And I'm going to select my AAC and drag and drop it there. So it'll turn that video into an enhanced AAC. And I'm showing you right now, make sure you need that box checked, enhanced podcast for that, and make sure video output is unchecked. So that's all you need there. And from there, we're going to go to the preview window. This window is where you'll be creating your enhanced AAC. So basically, you'll just go down here, hit add marker. It's also M. And meanwhile, you have to hit edit, Command E, or just go down. You have to hit podcast and then name it, URL it, and add an image. It is very important you hit the edits as you go through the podcast marking system here. I have not found a way to go back and change it after you have done this. So if you don't edit the first time around, I do not believe there's a way to go back and change it. The interface is a little quirky, but once you get your hands under it, it's pretty easy. So that's pod marker 1. I'm going to just click there. You can also play through your video and select moments when you want to create chapter markings. You just hit play, and that's very easy to do. So now I'm adding another marker. Once again, you can just hit M if you want to do that. Now I'm hitting edit, Command E. Make sure that is marked as podcast. Now I'm going to name it, add a URL, and add an image to it. So the best way to do this is actually just play your podcast, your video back in real time, and just hit M when you're ready to add something. And when you do that, go and edit and add your information and continue on your way. And just play through your entire video file, or even better yet, time code where in your project these things lie. So you're able to go quickly and easily through this to add these markers. I've not yet found a way to mark these in Final Cut Pro 10 for use here in Compressor. So hopefully that improves over time. It currently is not ready, but it's a pretty simple process once you get the understanding down as to how this works. I would like the interface to improve, as Final Cut Pro 10 is fantastic. This interface is okay, but needs some work, I believe. So before leaving and exporting this, I just want to show you that you can add tags and things to your file by going in Inspector and add additional resources. You add artist, album, all sorts of stuff right there in that pull-down menu there if you want to do that without going through iTunes for your metadata. With that said, let's hit submit and get this encoding project on its way to create our enhanced AAC from this movie, actually. So we're going, this workflow is to create audio podcasts from a movie. So we've just sent it over to Compressor, as we are in now. You can see it working. I'm going to speed this up for the sake of this video, and in just a few seconds here, we will have our finished product. So you'll see here it's now processing and transcoding that video to just an audio file, and the last step, it will actually encode for MP4, which is just the artwork. So right now it's processing, and now it'll switch over in a second here. There we go, generating to MP4 as my mouse just showed you. And in the second here, we will show it off the final product in QuickTime. So here it is in QuickTime. You can see the 3 different places here. There was a bug in this export that caused that final image to be a bit quirky, but you can see the final product here blown up. This is what it looks like. You have the image, you have the chapter markings, and all that. So this helps you create a very interactive podcast. You can see that blue link there, and that enables you to actually load up websites. You can actually link to a podcast, to a website, I should say, from your audio file. So pretty simple and pretty awesome. So that is how you can create an enhanced AAC from Compressor 4. It's a pretty cool thing you can do here. I know not everybody does this, but for those that need it, it's pretty nifty. Once again, I guess for the first time, I just want to remind people that you don't have to work from Final Cut Pro 10 to use this Compressor 4 app. You can throw MP3s, audio files, pretty much any source into Compressor to create your enhanced AAC. But if you're working with Final Cut Pro 10, it's even all the better since it integrates so tightly. So with that, make sure to check out my daily Apple News show over at iawakepodcast.com. Thank you for watching, and aloha. We'll talk to you guys again real soon.